Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Sinclair and welcome to Safari Sinclair's first episode of VBP.
Just slow down and really see.
So, as you know, and I'm sure you are feeling the effects already of the coronavirus, many of us have had to stop working for now, and we're not sure when we can return back to work, particularly back to Africa, which is really sad. It's a very sad time, but we're all trying to stay very optimistic, and we can't wait to get back to Africa, to be honest. I hope you and your families are keeping well. The only advice I really hope people is listening to is to adhere to all government advice in your area. It's going to be tricky for a while, but really and truthfully we need to do what we can to help combat this virus as soon as possible so that we can return back to our normal lives as quickly as possible. I know particularly in England a lot of people are in lockdown now, can only leave their homes for shopping or to also go and take some form of exercise. And for many people this will be really difficult and quite boring. So over the next few episodes I wanted to try and share with you guys some nice things that you could try with your photography. Obviously we won't be out shooting big wild animals like elephants and lions at the moment, but there is actually quite a lot of wildlife you can find in your local area, but also there's lots of things you can do with your photography around your own home. So hopefully over the next few episodes you'll find something really interesting that you can try at home, particularly if you have a pet or children or another willing adult in your household. I'll talk a little bit about some portrait ideas and some pet photography, just to keep us all occupied and to keep us going with our photography. If you have any questions, please let me know. If there's anything you'd like to know about your camera or photography settings or anything like that, I'd really love to know so that I can help you, and also it helps me know what you want me to talk about. So please post a comment, let me know what you want, and hopefully I can help you in the future episodes as well. Just to let you know why I've started this, it's a bit of a lifelong haul trying to get myself together. I did try and start a podcast a few years ago. It didn't really flourish, let's say that. But hopefully this time, as I've got lots of time on my hands at the moment, it seems like a really good time to start my vlogging and my podcast, and also to get my blog in order. So hopefully the content that I can put out for you guys will be enjoyable and informative. But like I say, if there's anything you particularly want me to talk about, that would be great, so I know what to come up with. I have been teaching photography for many years. I've been a photographer for 18 years now, and I've been teaching photography for over 10. My safari business is relatively new. We only started that last year, so that is really a passion of mine, wildlife photography. So hopefully I can talk about that mostly. That would really make me very happy. But also I am willing to talk about other types of photography, so don't feel that you can't ask questions that are not related to wildlife photography. I'll try and answer them if I can. I love talking about animal behaviour, so if there's anything that you've seen or that you want to know why an animal does a particular thing, please ask me that as well, because I find that really fascinating and a great subject to talk about. I'm also very interested in reading books about conservation and also photography books, so hopefully in the next few episodes I'll have an opportunity to share with you some really good books that I've really enjoyed reading and looking through, and hopefully you'll enjoy looking at those too. I do understand that a lot of people will be worried about money at the moment, so you might not be able to actually go and purchase these books yet, but maybe you could put them on a wish list. Or if you have access to Amazon, there's also a very good second-hand link, so you can buy books that are second-hand and you can normally pick them up really cheap. So there's that option as well. Just trying to think of things that can keep us occupied, keep us really positive at this moment, and try and help us to think about things that we want to also learn in the future. This is a really good time while we have some extra time on our hands to learn new skills and to learn about what's going on in the world other than coronavirus. Unfortunately, the news does seem to always dwell on the negative. We know we've had a lot of talk about climate change and many animals that are really suffering. We know what's happened in Australia with the wildfires. There's been some really horrific images of animals being burnt, but also people have lost their homes, people have lost their lives. So really and truthfully, we've had quite a lead up to coronavirus with negative news already. So I think it's really now a very good time to try and all pull together and look at the positive side. Unfortunately as well, when there are so many negative things going on in the world, the people that are really trying very hard and who are working hard in conservation and also in many other areas, medical things that they're putting forward to help people, they are often overlooked, and that's a real shame because they're working really hard to do something very, very good. And it'd be nice maybe at this time when we have got those extra few moments to look at those people and to sing their praises. And hopefully with some of the books that I hope to share with you, you'll see what I mean. There's lots and lots of good work going on the planet, and there's lots and lots of good people. And I'm sure we've all seen that recently as well, with the amount of people that are willing to volunteer to help combat coronavirus, and also the many, many health workers, social care workers, NHS workers that we have in this country, other hospital workers. There are good people on the planet, and it's time to really sing their praises. So thank you to everybody who is working tirelessly to try and help combat the virus and stop it spreading. For people like me who have no skills in that area, the best thing I can do is to stay at home and to try and encourage the people at home to do something positive and enjoy the time. You've got time with your friends and family. If they obviously live in a different household, you can still FaceTime them, video calls. We can play games online. So we are very lucky with the technology that we do have. I know it's not the same as seeing somebody face to face, but it is better than nothing. So just utilise what we have at the moment, and before you know it, things will start getting back to normal. So like I say, if there's anything I can help you guys with regarding animals, wildlife photography, things to do with your camera, editing, this is a time now to ask and to see if I can put something together in the next few episodes that will really benefit you and obviously keep you occupied. So I'd really like to say to everybody, please stay safe, please adhere to the government advice, and we'll get through this as soon as possible. Cheers guys, and take care.
Just slow down and really see.